So good morning. My name is Amore Gerber. Today I will be presenting the conference paper titled Shocking Shortage, the Electrical Trade Crisis in the Eastern Cape. Okay, so this is the agenda of today. Due to time constraints, it will not be discussed. What career aspirations did you have as a child? Did you want to be a doctor? Did you want to be a lawyer? Perhaps you wanted to be something else entirely. I'd wager not many of us sitting in this room today ever considered pursuing careers in the construction trades. In a recent survey, this ranked a lowly 247th out of 250 possible career options in terms of attractiveness. So currently, South Africa needs at least 60% of its school leavers to pursue artisanal trades to meet the demand for scarce skills. So South Africa's construction industry is expanding and there's a shortage of skilled workers, but the supply is unable to keep up with the demand. Ongoing infrastructure projects places further strain on an already stretched market. The global skilled worker shortage impacts South Africa's construction industry, hindering both infrastructure growth and economic trade. Insufficient skilled workers leads to the hiring of unqualified workers, which in turn impacts project time, cost, and quality, leading to unsatisfied clients. Studies that have been done previously often generalize the trades, and no focus has been done on electricians previously. So proposed solutions that have been done lack feasibility. So causes are often identified without hierarchy, when in fact many of the causes are actually the effects of other things. An example of this is the aging workforce, which I argue is actually a result of young people not entering into the industry. But what is causing that? So this study aimed to identify those causes. So alongside identifying the root causes, it also looked at identifying the consequences of the shortage and proposing viable solutions that can lead to improvements in the industry. So the literature review across 60 different studies have identified 20 causes. This can broadly be categorized into political, professional, financial, social, and technical. So social challenges, inadequate training, disappearing electives, and financial challenges all contribute to the shortage. Blue-collar jobs are often seen as less than white-collar jobs. Students are steered away from the so-called dirty work of the trades, but who is going to do it? So a shortage of qualified workers leads to the hiring of unqualified workers, resulting in reduced quality, increased waste, and rework. This raises project costs, causes delays, and exacerbates overruns. The poor working environment also compromises safety, further steering people away from this trade. Because at the end of the day, do you want to work in an unsafe environment? So previously, solutions that have been proposed include bettering the image of the profession and training guidance. Addressing wage gaps have also been suggested through the introduction of bonuses and base pays. But at the end of the day, this is very challenging and hard to do because there are no incentives for businesses to actually care or do anything about this issue. Okay. So, jack of all trades, master of none, but oftentimes better than master of one. This study touched on numerous goals, sustainable development goals. The most prominent ones that I would like to mention includes quality education, decent work and economic growth, industry innovation infrastructure, reduced inequalities, sustainable cities and communities, as well as responsible consumption and production and climate action. This will be seen through the causes and consequences which hinder these goals and the solutions which will touch upon improving the industry. So the research methodology that was used adopted an interpretive approach utilizing Atlas TI for coding. So a thematic analysis and narrative inquiry was used. 9 semi-structured interviews took place, and saturation took place after only 4 interviews. So what this basically means, and what I want you to know, is all of the guys are saying the same thing. I was also contacted by electricians across South Africa. Due to time constraints, I didn't speak to them, however, but they are also saying the same thing. So what you're going to hear, it's expanding and the issues are very relevant. Okay, so objective 1 identified 8 root causes. This includes financial challenges, employment conditions, aging workforce, immigration, load shedding, lack of awareness, public perception, and training challenges. The main ones that the electricians believe are the root causes of the issue include training challenges and lack of awareness. So limited awareness exacerbates the electrician issue, influencing public perception and leading to the aging workforce. To address this, targeted campaigns to the youth are crucial. So the statement, if you don't know about it, you can't do it, reflects how the lack of knowledge hinders candidates, restricting career choices and worsening the current issue in the market. So to quote participant 8, I think exposure is the biggest thing. There's no awareness. Everything comes down to awareness. So in the education sector, the absence of awareness impacts the future of the workforce. Urgent campaigns targeting educational institutions and the younger generation are needed. Another cause that has been identified is training challenges. This is one of the major causes. This emphasizes the need for practical experience alongside theory. They do a module. A module means nothing. If you don't have practical experience, how can you do it? Said participant 1. So the gap between academic education, which is predominantly theory-based at the moment, not practical-based, and the practical skills compounds the issue. Participant 7 expresses that the training system that's in place at the moment is completely insufficient. So South African TVET graduates struggle to meet industry expectations due to a disconnect between the theory and the practice, and this leads to low standards and reduced apprenticeships. So objective 2, the major consequence that has been identified, which also hasn't been come across in previous studies, is the rise of what the electricians call the fly-by-night effect, or the fly-by-night. So the rise of these electricians is a significant consequence. They are essentially unqualified electricians that are filling the gap because they see there is money to be made. But this leads to some of the other effects that we see and that we experience, including reduced quality and standards, which also erodes the industry reputation and client trust. So everyone wants to do solar. If you're a banker, you open a solar business. They don't know what to do. They just get somebody to sign off on them. So the rise of the fly-by-night electricians, especially in the solar industry, is a massive problem at the moment. This poses safety challenges as well as regulatory challenges, as some neglect the certificate of compliances or get somebody to sign off on them. And this also poses issues for people who actually do comply because they get a stereotype and a bad reputation. So they're not registered. I won't be able to compete against them, participant 3 said. So these regulatory oversights are significant hurdles. While these fly-by-night operators may offer lower initial rates, it results in subpar work, leading to inefficiencies, costly rework, budget overruns, project delays, and also hampers regional economic growth. The informal sector is expanding due to South Africans' high unemployment rate, resulting in graduates lacking the essential skills needed to succeed in the industry. And this also leads to the poor workmanship and resulting in cost overruns. So this is a very important example that I would like to highlight. This actually happened recently, and I would like to read you this quote. So, he bought his daughter a guest house in Summer Strand. She phoned me saying, "It keeps tripping. This is wrong and that is wrong." I went and had a look, and there were so many mistakes. Her father went ballistic. He went to the lawyer and threw down the papers. This isn't worth the papers. It doesn't comply. This sale is now null and void. On that certificate, there were 34 mistakes, and that is a lot for one certificate. So why should you care about transforming the electrical landscape? So in property development, this is a concerning trend that has been emerging with the rise of the unqualified fly-by-night electricians and the shortage of skilled professionals, which further hinders the sustainable development growth, and it's working against them. So this poses immediate safety, risk, and quality concerns with potential long-term repercussions. Unqualified electricians are jeopardizing the safety standards of the industry. So substandard electrical work affects resale value and deters prospective buyers, leading to perpetual headaches to property developers. Inefficient electrical work and unqualified electricians create cascading electrical issues in the project timelines, resulting in delays and budget overruns. This is essentially making property developers bleed money. So legal jeopardy awaits those not complying with building codes, risking fines and legal actions. If things go wrong, it's the property developer that is going to be held liable at the end of the day. So the legal spectre looms ominously over once promising developments. Reputation, a fragile asset, suffers in property developments marred by electrical issues. Industry whispers and negative online reviews negatively impacts the reputation of once promising property developers. Attracting buyers and investors becomes challenging as the substandard work narratives circulate, tarnishing a developer's reputation. So objective 3 wanted to identify solutions. It can't be all doom and gloom. So proposed solutions for attracting people into this trade includes trade promotion, training reform, salary structures, industry regulation, and incentives. The two most prominent ones that have been suggested by the electricians include trade promotion and training reform, which also goes hand in hand with the causes. So to counter the electrician shortage, education outreach is crucial. Engaging with schools through open days and expos provides insights into the profession and can spark their interest. Participant 4 believes that it should start at school level, allowing them insight into the industry through career days. Utilizing platforms like career days, educate students about the profession's benefits and future prospects. So introducing them to diverse roles can spark the interest and address the shortage, ensuring a steady flow of qualified electricians in the future. So I think exposure is the biggest thing, that they need to know what they can do, participant 8 said. One solution for the shortage is transforming electrical education, establishing a clear pathway, integrating practical experience, and promoting real-world demonstrations are essential. Mentorships and reintroducing apprenticeships can also aid in fighting back against these unqualified electricians. So if we train individuals correctly, that would alleviate a lot of the problems, said participant 5. So, South Africa and the Eastern Cape is experiencing a substantial challenge due to the shortage of electricians. The issue is not isolated. It is intricately linked to limited awareness and significant training barriers, as well as skill development challenges. These complexities result in degraded work quality, safety concerns, and the rise of the fly-by-night electrician mentioned previously. So the gravity of this situation extends beyond the electrical industry, affecting the broader economy and the societal framework as a whole. But there is hope. Amidst the electrician shortage challenge, hope emerges through potential solutions. Elevating awareness of the electrician profession is crucial, but it's just a starting point. A clear roadmap needs to be drawn up. Mitigating the shortage requires a holistic approach, addressing root causes through heightened awareness, training and skill development, and an emphasis on practical experience. So, while this is a problem, it's also a lucrative investment opportunity because, in my opinion, sustainability and investment goes hand in hand. So, it's profit driven with a few key elements. The first, which I want to talk about, is fostering awareness. Partnerships, sponsorships, and grants aim to transform perceptions and cultivate interest, allowing for a better electrical landscape. Bridging theory and practice gap is also needed. So a fee-based program and collaboration with industry experts will equip them with both knowledge and hands-on experience needed to succeed in this trade. A mentorship platform can be very lucrative through a subscription-based model connecting professionals with potential electricians for mutual development, enhancing skills, and fostering a thriving electrical industry. Advocating regulatory challenges are also needed. An advocacy group sustained by memberships will ensure a competent workforce, safeguarding safety, quality, and enhancing industry reputation. The last tier that I would like to talk about is community engagement. So expos and roadshows funded by partnerships will generate financial returns and create an informed and engaged electrical community, supporting the electrician trade. And then the last one is curriculum integration. Collaborating with educational institutions for workshops and seminars to enhance awareness is definitely needed. What I would like to leave you with is this. Don't let just anyone wire your world.